Hey, it's the frequency. Thanks for tuning in. Let me be clear about something before I start. I'm not here because life was easy. I'm not here because I had some secret shortcut. And I'm definitely not here because I woke up one day confident, disciplined, or aligned. I'm here because I survived myself. That's it. There was a version of me that was lost, disconnected, reacting instead of living and leading properly, living day to day without direction, without structure, without identity. And what changed my life, it wasn't motivation, it wasn't hype, it wasn't waiting to be perfect or waiting for the perfect moment. What changed my life was understanding frequency, not the trendy kind like what everybody else talking about, like the buzzword. I mean, the type of frequency that you actually live in when no one's watching. The thoughts that you repeat over and over to yourself, the standards that you tolerate, the actions you default to when life applies pressure. That's the real signal. That's the frequency. For a long time, my signal was just survival mode, just get through today, just make it to tomorrow, just avoid the pain. Like getting high to get back, whatever, drugging and thugging. But survival mode just keeps you alive. They don't make you powerful. And one day, man, I realized something uncomfortable. If I ain't changed, like my internal thoughts, my internal frequency, my external life would just keep repeating itself. Different days, different cycles. And for so many years, I lived like that. So I stopped trying to be better and started rebuilding who I am from the inside out. Not what I post, not what I say, not what I want people to live. Believe who I am. Who I am when I wake up. Who I am under pressure. Who I am when I'm tired, when I'm busy, when I'm overwhelmed, when I'm doubting myself. That's the real me. That's where identity lives. See, I ain't call myself coach because I don't really believe in talking people into change. What I believe in is like embodying it, leading by example. And it took me a long time, like a lot of courage and believing in myself to do this. So I become the proof first. I'm the first, I'm my own first client. I start with discipline, not extremes, not perfection, just daily standards. I train my body even when I don't feel like it. I train my mind when excuses show up. I train my spirit by choosing alignment over comfort. No one clapped, no one even noticed, no one validated. Cause most of the time I don't even show it. Like I don't post for validation like I used to. And that's when it started working. Because real power is built in silence. So what people see now, the confidence, the clarity, the presence, that came after months and months of internal correction. So I stopped negotiating with my lower self and I stopped identifying with my past and I stopped outsourcing my authority to like circumstances. And here's the part people don't like hearing. Your life isn't blocked because you lack information. It's blocked because your self identity is outdated. You still operating with that old self image, trying to produce a new reality. That don't never work. Trust me, I tried it. Reality answers to identity. So I ask myself hard questions. Who am I becoming? What frequency do I move in daily? What does my routine say about my standards? What does my environment say about my self respect? And I took responsibility for every answer. And that's when I began to change the thing. Not with shame or out of shame, but shit, ownership, accountability. Because that's where the power lies. I stopped chasing outcomes and start locking in embodiment, who I am daily. I don't wake up asking, how do I feel? I wake up asking, who do I decide to be today? Like, what am I going to do that solidifies who I am? And that changes everything. And let me say this clearly. I'm not ahead of nobody. I'm not above nobody. I'm simply somebody who decided to stop living unconsciously and started living consciously. Someone who chose to be a signal instead of the noise. Someone who understands that leadership starts internally. And if you feel this message is not random, then something in you is ready to rise and raise your frequency. It means the old frequency is no longer comfortable. It means the next version of you is asking for space. And you don't need permission for that. Just do it like Nike. You don't need to be perfect. And you definitely don't need to have it all figured out. Because I did. All you need to do is start. You just need to be in alignment. You need consistency. You need to set certain standards. That's it. And when you start to do that, things will start changing. This ain't about becoming somebody else. It's about remembering who you are before life started to condition you and play you small. Before fear came familiar to you, before excuses felt reasonable, before survival mode was the norm. I live by this now. Your habits are the altar. Your discipline, that's the prayer. Your frequency, that's the message. And the world responds accordingly. My entire life changed. This is the frequency. It's not a brand. It's not a trend. It's a way of being. And if you're ready to embody more, not just talk about it, then stay close. Because this ain't motivation. This is transmission. I am the frequency. Stay tuned.